The Henderson family had dreamed of their Southeast Asia vacation for years. Michael Henderson, a driven structural engineer, saw the trip as a chance to unwind and experience different architectural wonders. His wife Sarah was a compassionate history teacher, eager to bring stories of diverse cultures back to her students. Their daughter Jessica, a thoughtful 16-year-old artist, looked forward to capturing the exotic landscapes in her sketchbook. Noah, their curious 11-year-old son, was excited to explore marine ecosystems, fueled by his dream of becoming a marine biologist. As they left the bustling city of Atlanta, the family felt a shared sense of adventure and unity. Their journey took them to Phuket, Thailand, where they booked a stay at a beachfront resort promising serene beauty and cultural richness. The resort was nestled between lush tropical forests and pristine beaches, painting a picturesque setting for their much-anticipated getaway. The first few days in Phuket were a whirlwind of activities. They strolled through vibrant local markets where Sarah haggled over handmade crafts and spices, while Michael marveled at the traditional Thai architecture. Jessica, her sketchbook always in hand, captured the lively street scenes and colorful garments. Noah was entranced by the bustling activity at the local piers, eager to learn about the fish and sea creatures he encountered. The family took a guided tour through nearby rainforests, where the air was thick with the scent of orchids and the sound of exotic birds. At the same time, Sarah absorbed the rich history shared by the guide. For Jessica, the lush greenery and cascading waterfalls provided endless inspiration. Noah, fascinated by the wildlife, filled his notebook with sketches and observations, particularly drawn to the unique insects and plant life. Evenings were spent by the beach, sharing stories under the starry sky. The ocean waves gently lapping at the shore accompanied their laughter, a soothing soundtrack to their cherished family moments. Midweek, subtle tensions emerged as the island's atmosphere shifted. Days grew hotter and a persistent humidity clung to the air. On their way to visit the Big Buddha, a landmark perched atop Knackered Hill, the family noticed locals murmuring about unusual tides and dense clouds gathering offshore. The air felt charged, an unspoken warning of nature's impending wrath. That evening, as they dined on delicious Thai curry at a beachside restaurant, Michael and Sarah discussed the day's events, sharing their concerns. Jessica listened intently, her artistic mind capturing the uncertainty through abstract strokes across her canvas. Noah, ever curious, asked questions about tsunamis and tidal waves, his interest piqued by the mention of natural anomalies. In response, Michael assured them, though unease gnawed at the edges of his thoughts. He resolved to remain vigilant, knowing the unpredictability of both travel and nature. They retired to their room, comforted by routines yet unaware of the unfolding peril. The morning light filtered weakly through thick, oppressive clouds. A sense of anticipation gripped the atmosphere as the Hendersons prepared for a day trip to explore nearby islands. As they finished breakfast, a loudspeaker announcement from hotel management cut through the clatter of dishes, instructing guests to evacuate to higher ground due to a tsunami warning. Panic swept through the dining area. Michael and Sarah quickly packed the essentials: passports, first aid supplies, snacks and water, directing Jessica and Noah with calm urgency. Together they joined the throng of tourists and locals heading inland, the tension palpable in the humid air. They flagged down a cab idling near the hotel. The driver, an elderly Thai man exuding quiet resolve, nodded understandingly as Michael urged him to drive towards the designated evacuation shelters perched on elevated terrain. Segment 5. The Cab Ride of Terror. As the cab sped away from the coast, the streets were choked with vehicles and pedestrians, all seeking refuge. In a frantic attempt to speed their escape, the driver veered onto the shoulder, bumping over the curb and jostling the passengers. The clamoring of horns and shouts faded behind them, but the urgency thrummed louder. Michael clenched Noah's hand tightly, sensing the driver's determination to outrace the rising terror. Time felt suspended in a blur of motion. Panic clamped its grip as the roar of the approaching tsunami surged, an overwhelming force of nature bearing down. The cab vibrated as if echoing the tumultuous energy of the ocean. Michael surfaced amidst the wreckage, gasping for air that carried the sharp tang of salt and despair. His voice, hoarse and raw, called for Sarah and Noah, echoes of their names lost within the eerie calm that followed the storm. The landscape was unrecognizable, an expanse of devastation, debris strewn across the shoreline like scattered memories. People stumbled in shock, survivors grasping at remnants of a life violently altered by the sea's wrath. Tears stung Michael's eyes as he processed the immeasurable loss, the cold weight of reality settling in his chest. Jessica's cries pulled him back. She had found refuge in a tree that had weathered the surge. Her sobs unveiled their shared torment, the irretrievable absence of a mother and brother torn from their lives. In the surreal silence that followed, Michael and Jessica joined the throng of survivors making their way toward aid that arrived swiftly. Relief crews, guided by sobering experience, descended with supplies and compassion, offering solace amidst despair. Days blurred as the wounded land began its slow march toward healing. Michael, grounded by his grief, found purpose in assisting the local commune, repairing infrastructure and volunteering to help navigate the finality of loss. Jessica, bearing her grief through art, depicted scenes of the calamity, revealing the resilience that persisted amidst tragedy. Communal strength emerged as strangers became family, all bound by grief and the need for human connection. Amidst the debris rose a mutual determination to piece together the fractured remnants of life. Their time in Phuket drew to an end as arrangements were made for their journey home. Michael and Jessica found solidarity in the faces of those who had shared their ordeal, the bonds indelible and lasting. On the flight, silence hovered between them, a stark reminder of those left behind. A mother's comforting presence, a brother's infectious curiosity, both now etched in memory as their guiding stars. Returning was a tumult of emotions, a bittersweet solace and a poignant reminder of life's fragility. In Atlanta, the world appeared at once familiar yet irrevocably altered. Friends and family enveloped them, their compassion a balm for unhealed wounds. Michael spoke at engineering forums, advocating for improved disaster preparedness. Jessica's art took shape within community halls and galleries, her work a tribute to resilience and love. Years passed, but the resonance of the tsunami remained within their hearts. Jessica's artwork flourished, becoming a voice for change and awareness. Michael found peace in mentorship, guiding colleagues and communities toward greater precautions against nature's unpredictability. Anniversaries marked solemn reflection yet became a celebration of life lived fully and well. As a cherry blossom tree flourished in their garden, its petals dancing in the breeze, they found joy in honoring Sarah and Noah, a testament to the enduring love that transcends loss. United by shared memories, Michael and Jessica moved forward, their hearts intertwined with those they had lost, forever embraced by the enduring legacy of a family's unyielding spirit.